We'll jump on here for a few minutes. Those are 308 micro rigs in OD. Those are 12 gauge micro rigs in Coyote. Those are cop rigs in Coyote. There's a lot of other stuff back in here, randoms and stuff too. There's a single Highlander right there, AKM4 micro. There's some 12 gauge micros in gray black. There's some Alpine micros, shotgun rigs back there. There's some all gray 12 gauge micros in there. There's some subgun micros floating around here. Tool bags, OD, primer, arid, woodland. There's a couple Coyotes there. These are large bags down here, large tool bags. Multicam black, arid, OD. There's a woodland. We did some tropics. We've got larges and smalls. Love Day, what's up? Chase People, what's going on, buddy? Patrick, how are you? Scott, what's going on? Jim, Benjamin Brewer, Mr. Greg, what's going on? Toy Town, Homestead Twins, what's up, buddy? Eber, any large clothes bags? No, no, no. I don't have any large clothes bags. If you have one on order, you're going to get it. If you're waiting for it, shop for another option. We're getting as much material as we can, as fast as we can, and I can build a lot more other shit. Rather than one large clothes bag, I can build a lot of other stuff with the yardage, so it's not a priority right now. Oklahoma City. What about Oklahoma City, James? Did something happen in Oklahoma City, or are you asking about Timothy McVeigh? Winter is coming. Yep, winter is coming, guys. And people are fucking around like it's not. The year is over with, guys. Like, the year is gone. Easy K, what's up? Billy Magnan. Mark Trammell, what's up? Joseph Frazier. Oh, Oklahoma City, right on. These are the promo bags. You get to choose woodland or multicam black. You also get to choose all black thread or orange thread, and then you get to choose your liner. If you're the dipshit that emails me every time we send a text out and every time we send an email out and every time you see a social media post asking if these bags are free, I cannot imagine the disconnect in your life. We were very clear every time we've posted one of these posts that if you register for the email and the text, we are going to send you an email and a text giving you the qualifying information. There's always some motherfucker in there that's looking for, well, you said this was free by law, you have to send this. I block you. Every time you pop up, it's just some dude looking to start shit. You know what happens when I put his email address in? The dude never registered for the fucking text or emails. It's baffling. It's a $65 value. All you have to do is buy 50 bucks worth of shit. If you don't want to do it, I don't care. 400 people managed to do what you couldn't do. EDC organizers. We have these available in several colors. These ones obviously are multicam black. This is what they look like. There are a lot of slots, flat pockets in there. Same on the back. These will hold the 5x7 right in the rain pouches, right in the rain pads, pencils, pins, knives. This is the small EDC pouch. Inside there are two flat pockets in here. Right there. 15 minutes away from home, right on. Yeah, Michael, exactly. I see dudes that order a dozen email. They literally place a dozen orders every time we do a promo. Trying to become a better person, and one of my things is to wake up early like you do. How can I guarantee myself to be accountable? James S., set an alarm. Set an alarm. Post on social media every day. Don't worry. Somebody will show up to tell you and question you if they think you fucking missed out. Miraculously, when you look at their shit, they're not doing anything, but they'll be there to remind you you missed something. If you really want to be accountable to it, make a video every morning like I make a video. Post it up. 100 Chinese immigrants at Wegmans today, straight from the border. Tons of that going on. Tons of it. It's not Mexicans. Cat Daddy, what's up? Very much looking forward to Tropic Tool Bag Multicam Black Orange Skull freebie bag. That's what's going to hold you up. The bag you ordered is ready to go. The freebie bag, she's actually cutting the liners right now. Guys will cut bags tomorrow. Here's, like, we've got a lot of it. Like, that's the first ones that'll roll out. That's the second ones. She's cutting them at, what, 9 o'clock Sunday night. We're literally cutting bags so that we can ship the free orders to you guys. Kiri, what's up? Also helps to put out your phone number across. Also helps to put your phone across the room. Yeah, your cell phone if you're using the alarm, right? If you have a spouse, if you got a husband or a wife, and you're concerned with waking them up, use a rolling alarm. There's something called a rolling alarm. It'll come out, and the first time it rings, it'll be quiet. You'll hear it. If you sleep through it, it'll get louder. Believe me, if you're getting up at 4:30 in the morning and your wife doesn't want to, she will get your ass out of bed. Hopefully you enjoyed videoing my son yesterday. He really enjoyed it. Chase. Yes. Yeah, he ran me all over the place. He had me go meet people that had no interest in meeting me. I went up while people were eating for him to introduce me to them. Yeah, he took me all over the place. We shot a lot of video. Red Scout, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Add to this conversation. Be of value here. You can inflect as much Bible and Jesus as you want, but if you're going to come here and just quote scripture, I don't understand what you're saying. Have a conversation about what I'm having a conversation about here. Do I just go for 4:30 or should I start at 8 and wean myself in? What do you want to do, man? There's no wean yourself in. If you fucking dip your toe into the cold pool, it's never going to help. When you can put yourself in a shower, right? I'm going to get in the warm shower and I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to ease it down. Just fucking get in the cold shower. And when you're tensed up and you're really waiting for that cold to hit you, as soon as you just let that shit go and just let the cold hit you and sit there as though you're still in warm water, that's when it gets easier. If you try to wean yourself into it, what is it you want to do? You want to get up at 4:30? Get up at 4:30. There's no weaning yourself into it. How much sleep do you need? Why are you getting up at 4:30? Do you still need 8 hours of sleep? Do you currently get 8 hours of sleep? Adjust your schedule. Do what you need to do. If you need 8 hours of sleep, go to bed 8 hours before 4:30. But what's the reason you're getting up at 4:30? Yeah, it's just mental toughness. He asked if you were coming again today. He really enjoys hanging out with you. Oh, right on. Right when we walked in the arena, when we were still at the top of the stairs, he came running and I heard him yell my name. Have to use loud clock alarm because I can't hear my phone alarm. Okay, do what you got to do. Or don't. Like, what you do does not affect me. You asked me what to do. If I go to bed 8 hours before 6 a.m., I would miss the SOE live stream. Just do what works for you, man. Glenn, what's up? Red Scout, why'd you quit commenting? You don't have anything to add to this conversation? It's always baffling dudes doing that. They come in and they go off on whatever it is they go off. I assume they have it canned and ready to go because they do it on all the live streams. But when you tell them, hey, have this conversation where you are, they go silent. Weird. It's like you hurt their feelings. awesome finds this weekend. Spoiler alert for YouTube videos. What did we buy? We didn't buy a lot, man. I saw this big carved mermaid I was going to buy. We saw a lot of Indians. We saw like 6 or 7 Indians at the same place. The Son of God, you're telling to actually shut up. Okay, so you're God. All right. Somebody, Red Scout, you have one chance right here to add something to this conversation, or I'm just going to remove you. You'll still see all of this. You just won't ever comment here again. Yeah, Son of God. Sure you are. We saw a lot of cigar Indians, right? And maybe he is, right? I came 3 times. Yeah, I've read all that. We saw a bunch of cigar Indians. This one is actually nicer than all the ones we saw. We did see a mermaid, but I see those available. They're not old. They're recreations probably coming out of India, so you can get those at any time. I bought a couple globes. Amanda got some cool mason jars that have like this square grid pattern etched in them all over. Pretty neat. A few other little things. Nothing like, not anything big or important enough that it even has stayed in my head. All right, somebody ban Red Scout. Red Scout, you go have a life. You have a great life, whatever that is. You'll not be a part here. I'm planning to go to KSL Festival in the spring. Just talked to Jason. What's the KSL Festival? I don't know what that is. Oh, Kentucky Sustainable Living. Here, I'll do it for him. All right, he's gone. He's not telling you to shut up. He's telling you to have relevant. Yeah, fuck those guys, man. Full moon, kind of Halloween weekend, yet the scanner's eerily quiet. Weird. Is it Halloween weekend? When's Halloween? Dave, what's up, bud? Where do they come from? You see them on all kinds of live feeds doing the same thing. It's like they jump from stream to stream. Go to Marfugal tonight. He'll be over there talking to, same thing. Adding nothing. Literally, it's like they're tuned in on a different frequency. And he still hears everything here. He just can't comment here now. And Houdini, that's right. John, I want a Strider. Do you ever sell them? You want what Strider? Strider has tons of Striders for sale. There's Striders all over the secondary market. DJ, what's up? I saw somebody jumped on you. Thought you were trash talking. That's good. That's good. Rabid unawareness. That's good. Red Scout's the son of Judicus. Been watching Pulling the Thread episode. Great stuff. Right on, man. I want to be a better dad for my little girl. She's 3, and I'm running out of time. Your stuff has been resonating with me recently, and thank you. James, awesome. Are you the dude said you wanted to get up earlier? The thing with getting up earlier is because it gives you time to do all that stuff that you know you should do that you say all through the day you don't have time for, right? It gives you time to be alone in your own head. It gives you time to work out. Gives you time to stretch, gives you time to journal, gives you time to work on, helping yourself. And you can also use that time to work. If you have a business, you can get a lot of shit done because there's no distractions. You're not having a conversation with somebody else. If your shop is at your house, for instance, you can get right out of bed and just do whatever you need to do and not worry about what you look like because you've got 20 more people there. You have several hours all by yourself. And I can come out here and, I'm working on getting my social media posts up, and then I just start working out. I can make sure the kitchen's cleaned up. I do everything I need to do that has to be done each day is done before there's another human being here. A Strider with the SOCOM on it. So you want like a strike plate. I don't sell any of that shit, man. I don't sell any of that. Anything you've seen I have, I don't sell. Just get in the Strider groups. There's some very active Strider groups. Get in there, make some posts. Then once you've made some posts, you can make a post saying, hey, I want to buy one of these. They're expensive. There is not a good deal, right? If good, hey, I'm looking for a good deal, that's not the vocabulary. It doesn't exist in those groups. So just post, and then you'll see what guys say they're going for. And get in there and use the search feature too, and put in, it's an NSN knife is what you're looking for, strike face, and you'll find them. Like my dad always said, the only thing separates you from what you want is money and hustle, also known as a Strider knife. I want one. It's just not in my wheelhouse. It could be, though. You just have to give up something else. You can have anything you want. You just can't have everything you want. LBV reminds me of the Army-issued FLC, but someone who cares designed and built it. So I don't know what the Army-issued FLC looks like, but I've been building that rig for 30 years. Actually, closer to 35 years. So the FLC probably looks more like my rig than my rig looks like theirs. If this, then that. That's right. If this happens, then I will do this. If I want this, I will do that to get it. Yes. Jonathan, what's up? Adam 84, they're sleeping. Almost feeding time too. I don't know who Adam 84 is. Adam 84, they real. Oh, I see. Man, why you got some giraffe statues? There's always one, isn't there? Always one. The question is not why I have these giraffes. The question is why the fuck you don't have one. That's the question. Could you go buy one tomorrow if you wanted it? Even if you don't want it, could you go get one tomorrow? Would you be able to figure out where to buy it, number one? Would you have the money to buy it, number two? Would you have the ability to transport it and get it moved here? And then where would you put it? Do you even have enough head height to put it, right? Those are the real questions. Not, do you want one? Could you have one if you wanted one? And then the question is, how did I get myself in a position where I had enough ability to have 5 fucking dead giraffes sitting here that do nothing for me, right? Oh, look, Red Scout's back with another fake page. Go ahead and ban that one too. See how long it takes him to make another fake account. .6mm ARC opinion. I don't even know what it is, man. Is that one of the new calibers that doesn't exist that the Army's going to pick up that you're never going to see them with? Those SOE Strider sheaths are nice. Yeah, we built a lot of sheaths for Strider. Bo, hey, what's up? Yeah, we had a good day, man. Hey, I saw that you messaged me asking about the podcast. So there's actually 45 of them. It's at the membership, the $10 level membership opens up all the access. We put them up as we build them at the $10 membership level. They do come out free. They creep out to the lower membership levels over several weeks, and then they come out to the public about 3 months later. I do like the strike plate, but I'm looking for SMF that was issued to Marsoc SOCOM on it, serial number and all that. Good luck. They're there. They change hands. My friend Hank Greenberg probably has all of them that have come on the market for sale. Kept bumping the back of my head on a giraffe's knee during Chuck's med class. Oh, were you? Yeah, you were in here at the class, right on. 5.56 supremacy. Man, there could be a caliber out there that's fucking way better, right? There's always that argument. But how many, how many National Guard units still have M16A2s? How many National Guard units are running around that still don't have fucking multicam uniforms? How many National Guard units are running around that don't have M4s? Like, maybe. I mean, I guarantee you, whatever the new crazy shit is, it's probably been in Israel for the last fucking 6 months. But there's no normal force going ashore that's going to have any of that new shit. All the National Guard units are running M4s except maybe the SF dudes. John, I wasn't saying I don't have the drive-by strider. I'm just trying my best to listen to what you said. Yeah, Brian, take your money and don't buy, like, take your money and use it to make money with. All the National Guards. All right, that's all the comments. And if you're like, usually when a dude's like, hey, what do you think of this caliber? Or what do you think of this pistol? It's because they already bought it. Like, I don't care what gun you have. Have whatever you want to have. I just hope you have it when you're in the same place when guns are needed. When we're in the same location and people need to have guns, I hope you have a fucking gun with you. I don't care what gun you have. That's the Red Dawn joke. Modern invasion fighters get smoked by grandpa's lever action 30. That's right. Max, what's up? What folding knife do I EDC? I have a lot of them. I usually have this one. That's probably poop and blood and residue from tape and probably something else that you definitely don't want in your mouth. I don't know what's on that knife, but I beat the shit out of this knife and I never care for it. It's underwater all the time. I don't ever maintain my stuff. When I have a knife that goes dull, I typically put it in a drawer and pull out a sharp one. James Barton, what's up? 6'8" ain't gonna sponsor. 6'8" ain't gonna help our McDonald's sponsored military. That's right. I use the calibers I can actually hit the target with reliably. Yeah, DOC, I've got several of these. I got a carbon fiber one. I've got a black red one that I just got. Well, it's all black. It's got a red lanyard on it. And that's really what I've been doing. When I leave here on the weekends and I put on clean shoes and a different shirt, I take this one out and I pull a new one out of the drawer that's all blacked out. Evans radio class Evans radio made easy class was really good. I recommend it to everyone. Yep. Pierre, what's up, man? Turn 16 quart jars into money today. More bloody good mix for our next event. That and a lot of farm winterizing. Nice. It's raining right now. We're supposed to have freeze tonight, and it's raining right now. So ice. Don't be the guy that brings a fancy caliber gun to a recreational drone fight. Blood, poop, tape, residue. You're painting quite a picture there. Well, I mean, I just cut a bunch of boxes open and broke them down, put them in the dumpster, so tape residue. There's blood on here, probably because I cut the head off of a chicken today and fed it to the dog. There's poop on here because fucking everything out there that is soil is poop. I've got thousands of chickens every year over everything. I've got sheep, I had goats, there's a dozen dogs. I mean, everything here is poop. Better to have two pistols, one for you and one for your level. Yeah, and they should probably be the same gun, right? Or at least take the same mag. Just got back from camping. My daughter took my keys all the way home, 2 hours away. Had to drive them back. Been a long day. Aaron, and you still won't go tomorrow and have a spare key made to hide on the vehicle. I've locked my keys out of the car several times. I don't think I can lock my keys out of my cars now, which means if anything goes bad, they're all electric. So there's definitely a problem there. Go get a spare key made and just hide it someplace on the vehicle. 83 tomorrow, 26 low. Crazy. I've never liked Emerson's. I know Ernie. I have Emerson's. I had several of those. Who chopped down the cherry tree, right? With the penny in the handle. I bought several of those. I still have one. I don't love them. As a kid, one of the first knives I had was an Emerson, a CQC 6. They're not robust enough. I don't carry one. 8 degrees. It's my work van. Can't take a chance with 5,000 worth of tools. Yes, you can, Aaron. That's some bullshit. Put it in your wallet then. Keep it in under the sole of your shoe. Pull the plastic off of it from around it. Yes, you can. There's plenty of places you can hide one on a vehicle, or don't. And maybe this is the first time it's never happened. It'll never happen again. I got girls in here. It's always the same ones too. Always lock their keys in the car. Never go get a fucking spare key made. It's the same. It's always the same person, same problems. But if I wanted to steal your tools, I don't need your fucking key. I would have stole your shit out of your truck while you were wherever you were. Between the blade shape and the serrations on your blade makes great utility. Yeah, I have to have serrations because I don't ever sharpen my knives. This thing is dull as can be. But this will still cut cordage, whatever. Wrangler Star had a good short about LARPing and your gear. Understand your abilities. Yeah, it doesn't mean you shouldn't have the gear, though. Frog Tactical just did a video tonight talking about exactly that. How military dudes shit on civilians for having good gear, right? And he said he even did. But it was him and his 2 sons talking about what happens if the United States is invaded and we have, people going door to door killing civilians, right? That's a great video. I watched that tonight. I don't know when it went up there. I think it's called Frog Tactical. Here, let me look. It's about 20 minutes long. More importantly, though, you could have an untrained dude with a bunch of gear get smoked by some kid who grew up deer hunting and really knows his deer rifle. We can take your gear and most, my pet peeve is all these dudes doing all this shit and they have no fitness and they're not making any effort to be fit. Wait till you start getting shot at and actually have to run. Your poor little heart's gonna explode. Preparing for war. Here it is. Let me get past these bullshit commercials for these fucking holsters. Preparing for war, self-reliance. Frogman Tactical. Yeah, it's kind of what I watched the video. I'm well aware. I know exactly what the video was. Look how many people give him shit for having fucking nice nods and having gear. I watched the video on his solar generator, right? I watched that video again. A friend sent me that video. I sent that same video to a friend weeks ago, but he for some reason sent it back. So I watched it again. I didn't read the comments, but I guarantee there's some little punk in there pissed off that Cody's using a electric solar generator rather than a Honda generator. Cody has Honda generators. He has multiples of them. What, do you think he threw them away? It's content. It's just another perspective on things. But there'll always be somebody that comes along to take issue with what you say. Section 8 property management for 9 months. Hid all the tools in trunk just fine. Day I quit is when I saw a mother smash Time Warner remote on a 2-year-old's head. Yeah, there's plenty of places to put it. Find real cheap folder in your back camping area. It's probably mine. Sadly lost. I'll keep a lookout for it. I'll drive the 4-wheeler around out there tomorrow and see what we can find. We usually have, like, I haven't seen a lost and found this time. Last time, we had like 9 pairs of sunglasses and glasses, and people always leave camping chairs here and all kinds of shit. $97 people on here right now. Sunday night. We'll walk over and check these doors, make sure they're locked. They should be. Sleeping bags right there. Smells like skunk. I smelled skunk on the other side of the property this morning, so I'm assuming there's a skunk around here somewhere, and the cats are fucking with it. Frogman. Right on, Josh. Thanks for posting the link. Just broke up with my liberal girlfriend so I can go to more prepper training. I don't know how you ever had a liberal girlfriend, but if you're pleased with that, then I am happy for you. So that is the real SRF deal, just a big scam to collect cheap camping chairs. Yeah, that's exactly it. I have a camping chair online store. Yeah, the trees. David, yeah, I said something about that last week, and Amanda said, nah, the trees all still have their leaves. And then yesterday, well, Friday, we eat lunch in the kitchen, and I looked out the door, and all the leaves were coming off. Yeah, they sure are losing all the leaves. Skunks will come calling if you have a female cat in heat. I don't have any female cats. Literally, I have 0 female cats out there. Recovering Cali chick in Tennessee. Every camping chair sale gets a free cat. Yep. The recovering Cali chick in Tennessee. I've seen all her stuff. Austin actually reached out to her about having her come in. She's in Nashville. Austin reached out about having her come in here to do a podcast with us. I think she's hilarious. Have any opinions on Chandler machines? There is a 206 clone for sale in my area. I don't know anything about them. No idea. Why don't you just buy a Conso or a Juki or a Singer? They'll ship it to you. You can have it crated up and shipped right from Collier. They'll ship them out of California too. Collier's in Alabama. I'm not saying don't buy the Chandler. I feel like I have a Chandler somewhere here, or maybe up at the other shop. I think I've had a Chandler machine, but I don't know. Went to K3 Friday. Everything here was green. Came back today. Fall colors everywhere. Yep. I don't mess with social media, but I'll figure out a way to keep myself accountable. You're right here. What do you mean you don't mess with? So you're on social media right now. Install Instagram. That's the easiest one to use. Go install Instagram. As soon as you put your Instagram back there or you open your Instagram, you're going to see your friends. Tag your friends and be like, hey, I'm getting up at 4:30. I'm going to work out every morning. This is my accountability check. Somebody will see it. I love all these guys that are like, I don't use social media. Why? What you just told me is you don't have a business. You don't have a side hustle. You don't have something that you can exchange for goods or money. Have a ton of earthworms in our yard, and skunks will. Yeah, so will armadillos, right? Armadillos eat earthworms. Just received your Halloween bag. They're pretty nice, aren't they? How can I buy a Microtech from you? You can't buy a Microtech from me. Why don't you buy a Microtech from Microtech? Here's the deal, man. When I sell knives, when I sell SOE Strider, Strider does a collaboration once or twice a year. My knives start at $2,000. They're numbered, and they go up to $4,500, and they sell out within a few minutes. If you're a $2,000 knife buyer, then we'll have a conversation. But you can go buy a Microtech from Microtech. You can also type in Microtech knife for sale, and they'll come up with all their dealers. There's a dealer in Nashville that has a ton of them. Arizona Knife Works has a ton of them. Monkey Works has a bunch of knives for sale. There's tons of guys that are resellers. Armadillo Grubs, got it. Making Kentucky great again. Went to Kansas City Friday. Went to KS Friday. K5, oh, got it. Black Scout Survival had a good video about dude in Maine killing himself with 2 shots. Yeah, found in a dumpster. Yeah. Yeah, we all think the same thing. I think somebody turned him off. I don't think he shot himself. I think they recalled him. He reported back, returned to base or whatever, like a Zumba vacuum cleaner. They offed him, and they probably didn't even find him in the dumpster. They just said they found him in a dumpster. That he probably never was in a dumpster. Blade Headquarters. Yep, that's another one. Blade Headquarters. Yeah, man, Microtech's easy to get. MK Ultra, that's right, MK Ultra. If you're, like, everybody's heard of MK Ultra. You've seen it in the movies. Do you realize Charles Manson was an MK Ultra guy? Do you realize Unabomber was an MK Ultra guy? There's a ton of them. Timothy McVeigh, MK Ultra, right? Look up MK Ultra and Joe Rogan. He did an interview a year ago with this investigative reporter. He says MK Ultra was never ended. He actually found all the files. He has possession of all the MK Ultra files that were left in an archive building. 308 rigs? Yeah, we got 308 rigs. OD, yep. 308 micro rigs. Just too many nice knives now just at Milwaukee folding utility knife. Yeah, I mean, a Milwaukee folding utility knife is a better knife than a Microtech knife for cutting, right? Because this, when you break it or chip it, you flip it over, and when you're done with it, you just put a new blade in it. And this one actually has this little piece here. Before I cut my finger off here, let me close this. This has this piece here. Microtech's a cool knife, but you can buy this for $25 at Home Depot. I have a dozen of them. I carry it. I just pulled it out of my pocket. It's in my left back pocket, my left back leg pocket. This one's in my side pocket right here. Batman Shooter MK Ultra Study Case grad student. I don't even remember the grad, I don't know what I got on me. I hope. Yeah, it's not chemical. I don't know what it is. Knife. Other one here. Got stiletto right here. I've still got more pockets here. It seems like that until you try to use the things. What are we talking about? The bit holder? I mean, I would rather have that bit holder than to carry around a small screwdriver. It's obviously not going to be as good as a DeWalt Impact or, you know, something, but to have it with you in the pinch that you need it, it's like a Leatherman tool. The Leatherman tool does nothing as well as the proper tools, but you have a lot of tools in one place. Your British sister thinks you're nuts with all the knives. Well, I mean, she comes from a place where they can't have knives, or you can't have knives or a firearm to defend yourself, but they're cutting the heads off of white girls all the fucking time with knives. Yeah. Your British sister-in-law has no fucking input on anything. I mean, she doesn't know anything other than slavery and begs for it. Evan Dixon, what's up? Some people are saying that shifting magnetic fields are causing brain fog. Probably. Probably. The same people who live under 5G towers and don't do anything, they don't do any grounding, the same people that walk around all day with Bluetooth in their ears and bombarded. Yeah, you probably are. But there's 50 other things that you can do to actually help brain fog. But they're just talking about some other stuff. Is it happening? Probably. But, I mean, you want to fix brain fog? The first thing you should do is get your hormone levels checked and check your testosterone. You'd be amazed what that does for brain fog. They can't even have sharp kitchen knives. Nope. For steel junkies, the new Leatherman knife blade now comes Magna Cut. I don't even know what it is, man. Knives are like tourniquets. You can always have more on you. Yep, I have family on both my parents' sides that live in Europe, and they are all begging for slavery. Yeah, of course they are. Dean, that wouldn't surprise me since the brain is essentially electrochemical. Yeah, go ground. I mean, if you're having brain fog, stop drinking alcohol, remove processed foods. Those are the first two things. Most people having the conversations about brain fog, they eat grain every day. They're full of glyphosate. Peak performance. Just look up Huberman on Instagram. He gives you all kinds of shit you can do that doesn't cost anything, but most people won't do it. Go before 9 a.m. every morning, stand or sit facing the sunlight. Literally look at the sun for 15 minutes. You don't have to look directly at it, but it doesn't work. You can't do it sitting in a car. You can't do it looking through a window or through sunglasses. You have to literally face your eyes to the sun for 15 minutes before 9 a.m. Yeah, there's something called grain brain. Look up grain and autism. Just type in grains and autism. Type in grain brain. There's all kinds of children, nonverbal, autistic kids. And literally removing processed grains and cereals, they start to talk. Yeah, cut booze, go single ingredient, exactly. And you'll be amazed too when you start cooking single ingredient, how much shit you use that has multiple ingredients in it that you can't, read the ingredients in your salt. Read the ingredients in your pepper. Read the ingredients in the seasoning. There's all kinds of shit in those bottles that are not fucking seasonings. You can't even pronounce how. Look at citric acid. Look up citric acid, where it fucking comes from and what it is. Heard it's good to get 10 minutes of sun before you drink coffee. Lead shot now banned in England. The oldest pheasant hunters cannot use steel shot in their $100,000. Fucking think about it, man. Is it by design? I don't know. I believe that anything insidious is probably because it's insidious. Technically, it was the Tdap vaccine that caused my child's autism. She immediately got it at a very high temperature. Dude, yeah. Outdoor with the Morgans say the same thing. Their child was fine until it happened almost immediately. And there's a lot of protocols too. There's a lot of protocols for removing the metals from the body. Watch how much less you poop when you cut out garbage food. Yeah. And you will take a proper shit. You will use less toilet paper. It won't be soft. It won't be a fucking mess. find it best to walk around my front yard with no shoes. Yeah, that's called grounding or earthing. You guys should look up. There's tons of videos on it. My tire was a warm-up. My tire was a warm-up, Evan. I hope your tire wasn't a pain in the ass. Carried a Milwaukee 4-in-1, absolutely. Can't have without now after a month. Hey John, grab the 2 tool totes, right on. Just used SOE Chub Bag tire kit. Change a blown tire. Is Smoky Mountain Knife Work still? Yeah, it's huge too. Want to fix brain fog first, use your brain. Family on both parents' side. All right, I think we've read all these. Destroyed my stomach from pain pills when herniated my back. Took me years to fix it with real fermented foods, fasting, and single ingredient food. 9 years now doing that. Learn all the time. Lean all the time, no effort. Walking the swales barefoot at sunrise, discovering where the ducks shit. Yeah. Yeah. Connect with the earth. Touch trees. Like I think there's really something to all of that. Landfill, what's up, bud? Pro 10 gets hot pretty quick. Do you use the aluminum case for it? I don't use any case for it, and my GoPro 10 does not get hot. Like my 9 got really hot, would shut off all the time. My 10, and you know, I'm not touching it either, so maybe it does get hot. I use this. There's no case on it. That's mud, probably poop. I use this. I literally walk, when I get out of the truck, everywhere I go. I had this at the Kentucky Sustainable Living event with me, filming stuff. We went to a couple restaurants. I walk in with it. I film with this. We went to a couple antique stores. I walk around the whole store with this. And then when I'm not filming, I just take it like this and I just carry it under my arm. I have whatever whatever I want to do. I'm messing with stuff. I just carry this just like this. People look at it and probably think it's like, I do see people look at it and they kind of take a second look. I'm like, it's a camera, because they'll see it and think, you know, it's a gun or whatever. If somebody's looking at it, I just say, hey, it's a camera. Any thoughts on best methods of attaching sling to AR platform rifles? Whatever you want. Use whatever you want. Most of our slings will attach through a common sling loop. Use whatever's on the gun. If you want something different, switch to something different. We make 4 adapters. We make the standard adapter, which routes back through and locks. So it'll go around, you know, the palm swell on a deer rifle or whatever. We do an HK adapter, which will click to any loop or, you know, hook or whatever. We do, for guys that think the HK adapters are too delicate because they have a spring in them. Oh my God, there's a spring in there. It might fail sometime. Then we have, you know, a mash hook, which is under tension but doesn't have a physical spring. But it kind of chews things up sometimes. Or if you're high speed, use a QD adapter. Hate to break it to you, QD adapter has a spring inside it. Mine hasn't shut off yet. Had it out all day today. Just got pretty warm. Ordering those white batteries. Had to charge out the blue ones every hour. Yep, I walked around this weekend with 20 blue batteries, 6 white batteries. I did not go through all 6 white batteries. Get you a charger also that will charge 2 or 3 batteries at the same time. I'm using this one. Somebody want to buy this LMTV? It's pretty badass. Right here. I have several of these. Buy this off Amazon, wherever you want to buy it. It's a triple charger. Charges 3 batteries. I like it when it's unplugged and you put your batteries in it. When you even unplugged, it will still show you the reading. It comes with a built-in A, and then it also has a C, so you can charge it off of whatever you want to charge it off of. I have a couple of these. I really liked this one, but I wasn't able to find this for the bigger GoPro batteries. And then this one lights up blue or green when it's charged or not charged. And it was just kind of slick, kind of sleek. This is a charger. This is a charger. I have a lot. These are chargers. I have a lot of GoPro shit. That's all the shit that I've just brought in that we had out with us yesterday. Yeah, that charger's only like 35 bucks too. You'll be pleased with it. Preparedness. You have a deuce for sale? A deuce and a half or a 510? This one's a wrecker. QD springs fail way more often than HK hook. I'm with you, man. We walked in SEAL Team 3's weapon cages, and they had a 55-gallon drum full of HK clips. And I said, what are you doing with these? They're like, we just don't want to throw them away, but we don't use them. And I said, can I have them? They're like, yes, you can have them. That was, I don't know, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Earth, Moon, and Jupiter lined up. Yeah, the stargates are open. Actually prefer good old-fashioned carabiner. Yeah, you could probably use a carabiner. A little small snap link. 550 adapter. We make a 550 adapter that attaches to anything. It's quiet. You can adjust the length of it just by tying another knot. And it's field repairable. Talking about an inner solar system planet that is 260 times closer. Preparedness. You have all the fucking First Amendment you want in your living room, not in mine. Add some fucking value. If Josh said something to you, like Josh doesn't say shit to anybody. And I actually know fucking Josh. Josh spent every day with me, literally every day of the year for years. I know Josh. Like fucking, if Josh saying something, there's a fucking reason why. And no, you can save your First Amendment fucking bullshit. Take your First Amendment out to a fucking 4-way intersection in your town, and you can have all the First Amendment you want. Who came up with Dog Kennel Little Spoon? Jeff did. I assume that's his program all on his own. Like nobody knew about it. He'd been talking about this thing. None of us knew what it was. I think he's got 4 videos filmed. I assume another one will go up this week. If you have watched it and you have some input, something of benefit, I've got a friend that reached out and is like, hey, we don't do show quality trucks. We paint 6 of our trucks every year. If Scully wants to paint that thing, we'll paint it. If you have something to add, and not just an idea or an attaboy, but if you work for a company and you think you have something of benefit and you're interested in jumping in to help the project, you know, get with him, get with me, let me know. What did we do this weekend? We went to Bowling Green, Kentucky, to Kentucky Sustainable Living. Talked to a bunch of vendors, made some new friends, saw a lot of old friends. Shot some video in there. We ate at a Cuban place that was pretty good. We went and had dessert. I'm like, because that's always my answer when we leave. I'm like, I feel like we need dessert. We went to an ice cream place there that's really cool. It had like 20 long ice cream coolers in there. They make all their own ice cream and shit. We had something called apple and dumplings. It was delicious. Way too much. We threw half of it away. Went to a couple of antique stores. There's some big antique malls up there. But by the time we were going to antique malls, it was like almost 5 o'clock. And people that run antique malls are stupid, and they close at 5 o'clock. And I've always said, if I had an antique mall, I would be the latest person open, because people that go to antique places, they go to all antique places in the city, every one of them. They literally travel to come to antique places. Amanda and I will go spend 3 days in a place. We used to spend 3 days in a city just going to antique and auction houses. So if you're the dude, when all these stores close at 5 and you close at 8, everybody's leaving those places at 5, and they're going to come to your place for the next 3 hours, and they're going to buy shit. And that's what we did. One of those antique malls is open till 8 o'clock, and we bought a bunch of shit there. There's a lot of places. We had to choose which one had the highest reviews, because they all fucking close at 5 on Saturday. It's dumb business, especially when all of your business is face-to-face with your consumer. Scully, remember to get his Glock patch. You know, I don't know where that went after SRF. I don't think I have given it to him yet. It's floating around here somewhere. Glad you got out of the compound. We do all the time, Derek. We get out of the compound every week. We just don't go anywhere far. We have to be back. I've got to be back here because of all the animals and everything. And plus, we just had to be back here. We have stuff to do. When people are like, how do you do all this? It's because we do it. We do all of it. Everything. And that doesn't mean me and her. There's employees here. But we work through the weekend so that our employees can work come Monday. Brass Armadillo, Colorado, has amazing gyms for anyone. Right on. Yeah, we have a ton of gyms. We buy gyms hundreds of pounds at a time. They come in on trucks. What I want is a amethyst cathedral, but I want it to be, at least 24 inches wide, preferably 30. I want it at least 5 or 6 feet tall, and I want it deep. And I want big, dark purple crystals like from Brazil. I see a lot of cathedrals, but none of them are big anymore. Yeah, people think owning a business. I'm going to start a business so I can work when I want. Yeah, absolutely. Antique shops are awesome. I've noticed post-COVID, no one is open much past 5. Yeah, they got lazy. They got subsidized. They've lost a lot of employees, and the owners do not want to work like they worked. $3 AR, I'm good. Talked to a guy who used to run an old prop company in Burbank. He said that's where all the stars used to go shop. It was kind of like an antique shop. Yeah, we know a guy owns a prop shop. There's a lot of that in Atlanta. I've bought a lot of stuff out of prop shops. I was talking gyms as far as antique malls go, but gyms are also sold on. Yeah, I'm talking gyms like minerals and gyms and stuff. Had half of social life for 20 years because I own my own business. Yeah, I mean, what I call a friend is different than what most people call friends. Like, I am not easy to be friends with. If you are my friend, you come here to be my friend. Atlanta is becoming the new Hollywood for sure, yeah. I really like around Chamblee, that area there. There's some really good antique stores there. Told my choice when I started my business. I was told my choice when I started my business. You get to work half days, 12 on, 12 off. I have a window full of Amanda's stones in my office. They're beautiful and help clear the corporate bad air. Yeah. Rail bite on a railroad track from the 1820s on Saturday. Serviced an iron mine in the Adirondack Mountains. Highest quality iron in the world, according to tests done. Very cool. That's very neat. Met a lady that was doing medieval costumes for the last 15 years. She had some really cool antique clothes. That's very cool. That's very cool. You see a lot of that for like Renaissance Fair is kind of like the gateway to that stuff. When you go to the Renaissance Fair and you speak to the people that are performing at the Ren fairs, you find out that there's a lot of other stuff like that. Like gun shows, the Renaissance Fair follows a tour, basically. So they do one like every weekend. There's one in Mississippi, I think. Maybe Mississippi, I think, that runs for an entire month. It's a whole like medieval village. Just outfitted my BBD bag with new mesh pouches. Was different bag altogether now. It will be devoted to comms. Nice. It worked good for that. Rob Williams, true that my boss asked him one day how many hours he works. It's around 85 per week. Yeah, people always ask about balance. Like, when people ask me about balance, the real answer that I want to say is like, you're not gonna make it. You're starting a business and we're talking about balance. There is no balance. All right, guys, I'm gonna start turning these lights off because I'm gonna be up at 4:30 in the morning. You hear a lot of people say that, and nobody ever pushes them and say, what time you go to bed? I go to bed at midnight. 4:30 in the morning is what I'm after. You'll hear, like Vanderchuck, you'll hear Gary Vanderchuck say he gets up at 4:30 in the morning. What you'll never hear in any of those videos is, oh, what time do you go to bed? But I found one where they asked him. He goes to bed at 7:30. Ren Fair here in PA is awesome. Blacksmith stuff, nice, nice. Out walking, and they own a house near me. I stopped to compliment the yard and turned it into a conversation. I asked her about making a real summer fall ghillie suit for the area. Nice. You go to bed at mid, I do your mom? Is that what he's trying to say? Come on, if you're going to insult me about fucking my dead mother, I mean, I think she'd be what, almost 70 right now? At least spell it right. You have someone who edits your videos. How do you manage your clips? Yeah, I have 2 people that do videos, man. And the truth is that I spend more money every week than we have ever made in a month. Every week I spend way more money, but it's evolving into other things, and that will change shortly. We're about to break 100,000 on YouTube. 100,000 is the big number. $995 kilogram amethyst on eBay now, $40,000. Doesn't say where. Yeah, I can do a lot of shit with 40 grand. She said she'd look into what is needed. Right on. If you're worried about a ghillie suit, just build a ghillie suit, man. Go get you some BDUs. I like a separate top and bottom, but you could do it on a flight suit or overalls. It's going to be hot. Cut the back out. Sew in some mesh, some small mesh. And then so we used to use mesh, but now you should just use 550 cord, tack 550 cord in so that you can put bigger vegetation under there and then just garnish it with burlap. Get you some burlap. You can go to Walmart and buy burlap, pull your burlap apart. You don't have to do sandbags anymore. You can build a ghillie suit, man. There's tons of videos online. Look at Tactical Concealment. I don't know if my friend Mike still owns that, if it's still in business. Tactical Concealment. The SEALs and the Marine Corps were even issuing a 5-gallon bucket of a ghillie suit kit from Tactical Concealment. How many drones do I have? I don't know, 20. I fly one drone. I flew it a bunch of times this weekend. I fly one drone. It's the S2. Josh has the S4, I think. Badass, great drone. When this one crashes catastrophically, oh, it's upstairs because I was downloading video. When this one crashes and breaks, I'll buy the newer one. Randall, come on, bro. I'm waiting for you to fucking reply. Where'd you go? I guess you're busy fucking my mom. Maryland Rinso sucks. Maryland sucks, period. I don't know why everybody lives places where people say, they're even like, it sucks here. Like, you're wasting years of your life. Why do you live somewhere where it sucks? Well, my family. Well, then your family must not fucking love you then. If they expect you to live somewhere where it sucks, why doesn't your whole family just move? That's what we're like. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back here. You can come here. I'll move you here. I'll relocate you here. I'll fly you here to visit. I'm never coming back to California. My aunt showed us a pendant with a large gem that was originally made in Nazi Germany. Was handed down to her. She had it converted to a bracelet. Claims all the bad energy is gone. Sounds cool. I mean, I would buy it. Looks like tactical concealment is still hot. New products listed. Yeah, the Viper. So Mike came in and wanted us to build those. Mike and I hung out a lot. We did gun shows together. Good dude, good product. He was on this live feed last week. Suck it up and go. Thomas Bundy, I don't know. Budai, I don't know what you're talking about. Maryland is awesome, the political party that runs it into the ground blows. Got an extra Wilcox mount I'm gonna sell to buy a drone. Nice. Our friend was the vice president of Wilcox for a long time. Plastic swords are real ones. Mini Pro 4, there you go. Wife has azurite infatuation. Got the stuff everywhere. Not a mineral expert. Cool. Sack up, leave places. I got it. All right, guys. I'm jumping off here. Everybody have a good evening. We have a lot of content that went up over the weekend. If you're a member in our members area, there's some content for you guys that has gone up also for members only. Thanks for being here tonight. Great one down after a busy weekend. Right on.